All right, Transformers, this is Dr. Andrew Reynolds Sr. live from the Transformers Academy. And I hope that you spent some time with us yesterday because we began this week talking about building positive relationships, building healthy relationships, and building relationships that we can kindle, and be proud of and welcome into our walk of transformation. And so if you began with us yesterday, I asked you the question of how important are relationships to you? And more importantly, how do we build those things? How do we find the common ground so that there's a likelihood or reciprocal in terms of us give and take? And so we began yesterday talking about some of these things and the importance behind finding a way to build healthy relationships. I talked candidly about three things that the purpose or what building positive relationships, healthy relationships can do for you. Number one, it increases your awareness in terms of personal growth. It allows you to be in the exploration stage, be openness to change, find new ways to explore yourself. We learn from people. It's mutual gains for each other. And so when we're able to build these type of relationships, we'll find that the learning process is dual and that we learn from each other. Are you growing? Or are you fixed in terms of your mindset? Is the relationship toxic? Is it something that is bringing you down? If you're in a relationship that is not moving, have you decided that you're contemplating moving on? And so these are things that I talked about yesterday, but more importantly, I gave you some things that I want you to think about. Number one, building a foundation, finding the common ground and appreciation and mutual respect for each other. Is that important? Of course it is. Exploring what the needs and desires and interests may be of people in terms of finding and building those relationships. And three, being able to establish, be accountable. I think that is one of the number one things in terms of finding the common ground of building healthy relationships. Being compassionate, understanding, and also being openness and being accountable for when we make mistakes. That is number one. Trustworthiness also is a number one thing in there in terms of building exploration and finding the common ground as a reciprocal for relationships. And so if you're someone who's, again, thinking about moving on, thinking about you're having some difficulties, catch me on DrAngeloReynolds.com. We have some interesting information there. But we began on Periscope. Go to Periscope. And also I began the day on Instagram where you can find a way to listen to some of the affirmations, jumpstart your day. But I began, and I want to leave you with this. How important are my relationships that I'm in right now to me? And if they're not important to you, or if they can be better, how do I build them? And I want you to think about those things. Are your relationships growing? Is there a mutual level of respect? Do I mind? Do I matter? And am I an integral part of that person's life? And if you're not, I suggest you reestablish, reassess, and make some decisions for the upcoming new year. Okay? I'm Dr. Angelo Reynolds Sr. Go to DrAngeloReynolds.com and see the Transformers Academy, and go there and take a look at the books there, Overcoming Obstacles, Being the Odd, and The Active Change, where you get a chance to look at the books, send us your information, we'll send you a copy of the book. Good time to start getting some reading material in. We look forward to hearing from you. Send us an email, send your comments, but more importantly, restart, re-jump, and find a way to get those healthy relationships in gear for the new year. See you then.